Hi, hello, and welcome everybody to today's video. At the time of this recording, I was sick for about a week prior to this, so if my voice still sounds a little sickly, that's why. Just thought I'd let you know beforehand. Either way, today I'm doing a video that I've been wanting to do for such a long time now. I'm drawing my cats as humans today. I think it's a fun little idea, and without further ado, let's just get right into it. So I tried my best to integrate their personalities into the design, as well as what I think they would wear, or what would look good on them if they were humans. I'll talk more about it in detail in each speed paint section. So first up is Nyofi. I went for a queen look for her because I always used to call her my queen. Truly, the queen of my heart. She's very elegant too. She's also possibly the oldest out of the four. She is 6 years old right now. So I drew her as more of a mature woman. I also added their original cat versions on all of their shoulders in the illustrations, but let us not talk about how I draw cats. It's not very good. Anyway, with the colors, I was obviously trying to draw the colors in her fur, particularly in her hair and her cape's fluff. In her hair, she has a bit of a mix of colors, just like her fur. And the cape's fluff is meant to look like the back of her feet. I think it's a really cute part of her. It's just like much darker than the rest. I think it's, in particular, it's really cute. I added a bit of green rim light to her. You'll see it kind of become a pattern with the rest of them as well. I think it looks really great in contrast with the heavy reds in her design. And that's Nyofi, my beautiful queen done. Next up is Anthony. He is Nyofi's son, so I thought I'd represent that with him kind of having similar royal elements to his mom in his design. He's the friendlier one of the two, so he also looks more approachable as a person in the illustration. He really is like that, by the way. He just gets along with everyone. He's such a sweet little guy. He's just a silly little guy, actually. He's also wearing a hoodie and sweatpants because he's very fluffy, and I thought it would like kind of represent that. But like I said, he's a silly fella. He jumps in the snow in the winter when it snows and all the goofy stuff. So I thought even though he's like in context, he's a prince, he would still be the kind to wear commoner's clothes that are like comfy to go out in, you know? As for the colors, there was nothing special going on. He is an orange cat, which explains a lot. So I went ham on that. And that's Anthony done. Next up is my little princess Masha. Immediately when designing, I felt like I had to make her look like a tsundere. She's the most tsundere out of like all of them, actually. She's so real for that, to be honest. She's the type to be like, hey, don't pet me, but then follow you around the house wherever you go just to hang out with you. She actually genuinely like enjoys company. She also often sleeps on my lap or with me at night, or more like on me on the bed. I love her very much. For clarification though, Nyafi did used to do the same thing, to be fair, but I had to move and leave Anthony and Nyafi behind for my grandparents. They are well taken care of course, but I often miss them, so I go visit. But she used to do the same things, to be honest. Anyway, whenever I look at Masha, it feels like she would look so good in monochrome colors. So I chose this sort of colors for the design as well. I honestly think she ended up coming out the best illustrations-wise. But let me know what you think in the comments. And that's Masha done. And last up is my boy Demeter. He is actually a stray cat. Ended up growing really close to us over the last year after we moved. He was very worried at first, but now he trusts us so much. No matter who comes into the garden, he'll just like trust them as well. He's such a sweetheart. He is not technically our cat, but all the neighbors tell us they thought he was ours because they only ever see him hanging out here. He used to get into many fights, hence the little missing earpiece on the design. It doesn't really show up in the illustration part, but he does have it in the design. He genuinely does miss a piece of his ear though. He has such a devilishly like handsome face. But he used to be such a thug. Now he's much more tame and his fur's much softer too because he doesn't get into many fights. But he used to be like battered with scars. I think we've been feeding him well. He's doing well recently. He even has his own like cushion and plush dog. So I think he's living. I think he's doing fine, yeah. But anyway, I thought sort of a dog-scarred motorcyclist look would fit him. I love him so much. Recently, he got hurt somehow and I was so worried about him that I thought he might genuinely pass away. But thankfully, he is now fine and I pet him a lot just today actually. And that's Demeter. I know I didn't talk much about the design itself on this one, but let's ignore that. I know, this episode was basically just me talking about my cats, but I hope you guys like that sort of thing, because I had a lot of fun. They're all my little babies and I love them very much. They definitely get me worried to death sometimes though, for sure. Anyway, tell me what you thought down in the comments, and if you have any character design challenge suggestions, also feel free to leave them down below. In the meantime, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter for art that doesn't make it into videos, at Eris_VT. And if you guys would like to read my webtoons, you guys can look up aries.png on webtoons and all my works should come up along with my creator profile. And that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this far, and I'll see you next time. But until then, bye bye!